Hello and welcome back to the A to Z of managing people. Today we're on to the letter T, and T is for trust. Now, as a manager, I'm sure you want your team to trust you, but trust is a two-way process. So it's also important that you demonstrate your trust in them. And one of the ways of doing that is by empowering them to get on with the job that they have been given. And we talked about that under the letter E. But what else can we be doing to create an environment where your team trusts you? Well, first of all, be a role model. Treat your team with the same courtesy and respect as you would expect them to treat their colleagues and to treat your customers. Show you care about them as individuals. So follow up on your commitments, do what you say you're going to do, and act with personal integrity. And for me, one of the ways to sum that up is what you say about people when they're not in the room. Now, we all make mistakes. So if you do make a mistake, if you do end up letting somebody down, then admit to it. It's all very well making a mistake. It's quite another to actually say you're sorry. And if you do that with your team, if you have to let them down or you make a mistake and you own up to it, then they're far more likely to own up to any mistakes that they make. The important thing is that you learn from it and you put it right. Admit to your shortcomings. Nobody's perfect. And the more open you are with your team about your shortcomings, then the more open that they're going to be with you when there's a shortcoming, or maybe even when they need some help from you. It's going to be okay to go and ask. And finally, be consistent. And that's not just about you being consistent, but it's about the whole of your management team. Because if there is one person in your team that gets rewarded and recognized for something and then somebody else doesn't, then people don't know where they stand. And it can be really demoralizing when you see somebody else rewarded and then you don't, or vice versa. You get picked up on something that you have not done and somebody else gets away with it. Recognize also that it takes time to build trust. It's not going to happen overnight. So if you've got new team members, then it will take a while for them to get to a point where they trust you. And if you're new to your team, again, it's going to take them a while to feel that they can trust you. So recognize that, but also the opposite is true, is that trust can be lost in a moment. So be aware of your actions every day, and that you are always conscious of the fact, how are you coming across to your team, and are you doing something that means that they can trust you? So that's it for the letter T. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.